The new Fortnite Ballistic game mode is here, and once again, we have another Fortnite game mode that's been hit with some shitty reviews. Now, most of these reviews come from Reddit, but I've played a couple of games and I can honestly tell you that I'm not very impressed. Now, before I start this video, I just want to acknowledge that we are in early access, so it can only get better from here. And another thing, I know that a lot of you guys are gonna go into the comments and be like, oh well, Fortnite players don't like anything. And yeah, that's kinda true. I mean, 2 of my most recent videos have just been me flaming Fortnite, but they do pretty well. And besides, I've gotten pretty used to Fortnite OG, and I really don't think it was as bad as I thought it was gonna be. But that's not the main focus of this video, because we're talking about Fortnite Ballistic. In order to understand why so many people hate it right now, you have to understand the game mode itself. Ballistic is a 5v5 tactical first-person shooter game mode. There are 2 teams, the attacking team and the defending team. The objective of the attacking team is to plant this device called the Rift Point device on either A or B site. And then to put it in simple terms, the defending team is just trying to stop the attacking team from planting this device. But in all honesty, it kind of feels like a Roblox version of Valorant, and to many, Valorant feels like a Roblox version of Counter-Strike. The game starts off by allowing you to choose these things called flex gadgets, and only one person on a team is able to choose each flex gadget. And all they are just grenades that are specific to you, like you could have an impulse grenade or a shield bubble and nobody on your team could have them. And they kind of just remind me of kits from Minecraft Sky Wars, like some of them are useless and then some of them are just alright, but I'll let you decide that for yourself. Then once you spawn in, you're able to purchase guns, shield, and grenades. And obviously you're in first person, which is something that is completely new to Fortnite. I think for sure that one of the coolest features is that they allowed for sliding and mantling to both be in the game. And this is obviously something that you don't see in either Valorant or Counter-Strike, so props to Fortnite, I guess. But the whole game mode is just a first to 7, and you switch attackers and defenders halfway through the game. Now this would have been really cool if it was released on console before Valorant was, but the whole argument is, why would I play this if I could play Counter-Strike or Valorant? And that's kind of where we get to the problem, is that this game mode just isn't very polished right now. And that's obviously gonna happen, because once again, we are in early access, and no game really starts off well in early access. I mean, just look at what Valorant looked like in closed beta.
What is that?
So we'll give it the benefit of the doubt, but here are some of the major issues that I'm seeing today. First off, there were quite a few issues with matchmaking, leaving a lot of people unable to play. Now these matchmaking errors have since been fixed, but it's really not a good start for the new game mode. Another thing is that if you're a PC player, then you've probably struggled with some new keybinds. This has left Fortnite trying to come up with some temporary fixes while they look for a long-term fix. And this is just one of those things that if you're a game as big as Fortnite and you're gonna drop a new game mode, things like this need to be fixed fast. And of course the matchmaking thing has been 100% resolved already, but I haven't seen a resolve for this keybind. And this isn't that big of a deal for people, especially those playing on controller. So let's move on to what I believe is the biggest issue with Fortnite Ballistic. And that's just gonna be the game itself. Fortnite's sitting here trying to mimic some of the biggest games in the world that have already seen so much success. The games themselves go by way too quick, as a minute 45 goes by in the snap of a finger. And most of the times you're not even going to be able to play out a full round, because either the device is planted or everybody dies. And although the kits seem like such a good idea, it seems like there's no competitive strategy to winning. Along with this, the guns that are being used kind of feel way too fake. And there's also just been a lot of complaints about the gameplay itself being very clunky. Like, a lot of people are just saying that their FPS isn't doing too great. And this might just have something to do with that new first person mode. It just kind of feels like another creative game mode made by another creative map maker. If I wanted to play Counter-Strike or Valorant, then I'd load up Counter-Strike or Valorant. But if I wanted to play Battle Royale, then I'd load up Fortnite. And that's just kind of the issue, is that this game mode is not gonna last. People have already placed their allegiances in the kind of games that they want to play, and even though the new movement adds a new twist to it, it just doesn't make the difference. It's almost starting to seem like Fortnite is overreaching its bounds. Fortnite's trying to be the game that ends all other games, and while that would be cool to see, it's just not gonna happen. So do I think that the game mode still has potential? Yes, but I think it's just way too buggy, and overall it's probably not gonna last. Look, if I had a party of 5, then it's something that I would play, but competitively, I probably just wouldn't. I think that Fortnite just needs to stick to what they're good at, and if they don't, it's gonna come back and bite them in the ass. Regardless of how much I rip on this game, I love it more than any other game, but I think that they're just pushing it. But yeah, I mean, that's my opinion. If you guys agreed, let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.